Greetings, my excellent friends. The Dead Monk welcomes you to Purgatory. So when I saw this headline, I nearly vomited, which is hard to do when you don't have a stomach anymore. But I'm going to go through this and I'm going to try to keep it all down. Disney investor thinks company should buy Activision. Oh, please no. I mean, I don't care about Activision. They make crap. What I care about is Blizzard. And Blizzard has already gone downhill so much since they became a part of Activision. And if Disney took over, I feel like that'd be the end of Blizzard. It'd be almost like if EA took over. Because hey, EA and Disney are one and the same. They're made for each other. Disney should buy EA. Go ahead, Disney, ruin that. Well, there's nothing to ruin. Anyway, there's only one positive I could see if this were to actually happen, and that would be that someone besides EA might make a Star Wars game, so that maybe there can actually be a good one. And I don't see Blizzard having any interest in a Star Wars game, but I bet if they made one, it'd be great. So yeah, let's see what this says. Activision's share price has been steadily declining over the past few months, causing market speculation that it's in prime position for a takeover. Okay, but I think a lot of the gaming companies have been declining with their stock price. You know, so many countries are trying to get rid of loot boxes. That said, Activision is a very big company, and thus there are not many companies in position to pull off such a takeover. Come on, comicbook.com. It's your first paragraph, learn to write. Disney could though, and that's exactly what one investor said it should do. More specifically, Gerber Kawasaki. Okay. Gerber Kawasaki Inc.'s Nick Licouris thinks Disney should swoop in and gobble up one of the video game industry's biggest companies. Please, no. I don't want Blizzard to end. Activision's done enough. According to Kawasaki, Activision's growing esports presence could be of particular interest for Disney, especially in relation to Disney's TV networks. Further, Activision has plenty of resources to make games based on Disney's properties. As I said, that part is okay. Personally, I would prefer, at least in Star Wars, I don't care about the rest of Disney and video games. But in terms of Star Wars video games, I mean, I don't want just Activision making games. I want them to just license out Star Wars to whoever has a good idea. Get some AAA companies making games, get some indie developers making games. Whoever has a good idea, back the project. Ideally for an investor, you want this to happen now, yeah. That said, there's little chance Disney will pull off a move like this anytime soon. Oh, so why do we even care? And I'm thankful for that. As you will know, Disney has had its hands in the video game industry in different capacities for a while now, and it hasn't always gone well for it. In the present day, Disney has expressed that it's more interested in licensing than publishing at this point. Yeah. Right now it has a Star Wars licensing deal with EA. Yeah, that went very well. That's their problem. They're interested in licensing, but they gave the license to one company. Ridiculous. And has been spreading its Marvel license around quite a bit. Yeah, why couldn't you do that with Star Wars? Damn EA. And it will probably continue to do this for the unforeseeable future. Of course, Come on, comic book. There are also other suitors who could come sniffing, such as Apple, Amazon, Google, all who are trying to get a foothold in the rising industry, which is expected to generate $152.1 billion in revenue this year. This hasn't taken into account the loss of loot box revenue that could happen. That said, Activision has expressed no interest in being taken over, and hostile takeovers rarely go well. Just look how this turned out for Vivendi with Ubisoft. Apple, Amazon, Google. I don't know if I want any of them to own Activision Blizzard either, although I do find them all preferable, even Apple, to Disney. Alright, yeah, I think that's basically it. Okay, so just one of the investors at Disney, I would assume a large investor, but whatever. One of the investors at Disney thinks, hey, you should buy Activision. As I said, please don't let that happen. With Blizzard, yeah, I mean, you can see Activision's influence in Diablo 3. That was a mess when it came out. It was just a grind fest trying to make you spend money. But they took all that out, and now Diablo 3 is pretty good. And the only way to spend money on Diablo, you can buy the game, you can buy the expansion, and then there was one other character they made, and you can buy that. That's it. No microtransactions, no loot boxes, no real money auction house. But, ugh. Disney. Alright. Well, I managed to get through that without vomiting, so don't suck like Disney and ruin things. Instead, be excellent to each other. Farewell.